What's up? So, well, first of all, I cut my hair. I think I've mentioned this in another video, but I could not hold out anymore. I was planning on waiting until I was out of my job before doing it, because everyone's always like, oh, your hair looks so much better now that it's long, and I love your hair, and did I ever cut your hair? But it's my hair. I don't know why I was so hung up on that, because everyone was like nice about it. So, yes, but also I was putting off washing my hair for so long because I just could not fathom having all that wet hair all over me again. There was just way too much hair. So, I'll put this microphone down. It's really messy right now, actually. Let me try and I have a cowlick right here that is the worst. I cut it a bit too short. It's not its best right now because we're on, at this point, like Monday, Tuesday. We're like 5 days in past wash day. So this is like day 5 hair. It didn't get it wet today, so it's not, having any curl or anything like that. But yeah, I accidentally kind of cut myself a mullet sometime last year, and I was like, I need to do this again. So I did it. I do think it's a bit too short up here because my hair has a lot of weird volume things that happen where it'll just stick out at random angles, and this stupid cowlick is so, but oh my god, I love it so much. I actually love it so much. Just me and my mullet. It's like almost a mullet, you know what I mean? But yeah. And then I obviously kept my little long pieces. But yeah. I think today I want to talk about what's happening with like me. I'm not doing well. I'm doing very poorly this week, and I can't figure out why, or even like how I feel most of the time. I just know I feel like absolutely awful. And I mean, this is kind of one of the main reasons I wanted to start doing this, was to show like what that looks like, so that other people who experience it don't feel so alone. And yeah, we can share with each other ways to deal with it. I always try and figure out what's going on at some point, but sometimes it just leads to me like going over and over and over in my head and not getting anywhere. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm just really, really overwhelmed. It kind of comes in waves for me when the thing that's overwhelming me is something long term. So right now it's work. That's one of the things that's bothering me, but when it's something long term like that, the overwhelm gets worse in waves. So I've definitely been feeling that. I've been fighting something off for like a week. Having that thing where like every night after like 9 p.m. I am really sad and like bleh, and like depressed. So yeah, I have really just been struggling, and there's so many things happening where like my days off are messed up because sometimes I'm helping at the sister location. Oh my gosh, sorry. I'm feeling not well right now for another reason, which I'll explain in a second, but I forgot where I was going with my thoughts. But I've just been finding it very hard to do anything at all. My room is a mess. I just took my laundry out of the laundry room, which is where it had been for like 5 days. The haircut did help. The refresh kind of helps, and I was like, I've been able to shower every other day, which is good. But yeah, I have all these tasks I need to do and people I need to respond to, and that is just not working, and I'm almost always just in bed. And yeah, I just don't know why I'm having such a bad week, really. I just feel like awful all the time, especially right before I have to go to work. I feel like sick. I'm like, I can't do this again. because it sucks every time. And there's a lot of things like that have changed about the job because there's a new person in my role and they're always sitting at my spot and I'm switching spots throughout the day, and that really is not good for my brain. And there's been some things happening at home where I've needed to, it hasn't felt like a restful day because I've needed to be, there's been like people coming, like for example a plumber, where I spent the whole day waiting for it, and then the person was here, and then I was like, I just didn't feel like I was actually at home because I felt like I had to be masking, which is really I guess maybe shocking to my like system, I don't know. And there's another one of those things today, but I do really want to try and go out today, just to like the store and maybe get boba. We shall see. Oh, I am just realizing I have scheduled way too much for myself this upcoming weekend. Ooh. Yeah, I'm just, oh my god, there's so much coming up on the schedule. I'm realizing right now I way overbooked myself for next weekend, which, oh my god, it's not, I don't know how I'm going to survive it. I don't know how I'm going to survive it and then work afterwards, after that weekend. So, I feel like so defeated. I feel like I cannot handle any of my life. It's all too much for me right now. And it's hard to focus on anything other than this like massive impending list of things coming and things I need to do. Which now that I'm saying this out loud, it makes a lot of sense that I'm feeling like that does make total sense. I do that a lot with my therapist where I'll be like, I feel so bad and I don't know why. I don't know why I can't handle A, B, and C. I don't know why I feel like I can't deal with life. And then she'll be like, well, I mean, over the past couple of months, this happened and then that happened and then this other thing happened and then that happened and that happened. And then I'm sitting there going like, oh, you're right. These things do affect me. Because I often, when I'm having like a difficulty, as soon as it's the immediate difficulty is over, I kind of block it out of my mind and don't deal with it because it's too much. But that does lead to me forgetting that there are valid reasons for me to feel like absolute crap. I really want to talk about this because I need to know if this is something that anyone else experiences, because I couldn't find anything online about it. But I was last night I tested out okay, let me start from the beginning. So last kind of November I had a flight to go on, and I have motion sickness on planes and in cars everywhere, which is weird because I never had it as a kid. It started in my like early 20s. But I haven't found something that fully works for it. And so I tried this Scopolamine patch, and I don't know if I've ever felt worse in my life. I woke up and I couldn't swallow. Breathing in air made me gag. Drinking water hurt right here so, like, it hurt so bad. I had to just like steel myself and take deep breaths and like dig my nails into my fist, but I had to be drinking water because I couldn't swallow. And every time I would try to swallow, little air bubbles would get stuck here and then they wouldn't come out, and they would just be right here and they would be triggering my gag reflex also. And it was just the most painful thing. I don't know how I did not lose my lunch. I don't know how I even just went on with traveling. I just freaking did it. I don't know. I am actually very proud of that. But I have something coming up where I'm going to need to be in a car for like 8 hours as the passenger and then 8 hours as the driver. I'm fine with driving for 8 hours. I am not fine with being a passenger for 8 hours because I get really car sick. And I'm very afraid. And the thing about these damn patches is that they work. It was the only thing I've ever taken that worked, and completely got rid of my motion sickness on the flight. So I thought, because I read online you can't cut them in half because it could release the medication too quickly, but you can cover one half with tape or a Band-Aid. So I did that, so I was hoping that I would tolerate half the dose better. it was not as bad as the first time when I had the full dose, but I've really, really been struggling all morning because, again, I can't swallow. Everything gets stuck right here. The little air bubbles are getting here, triggering my gag reflex. Drinking water does not cause agony, though, thankfully, but I really have trouble swallowing. And I did everything because the thing is, like, I read online, okay, you're not supposed to take it if you have reflux, and I have silent reflux, so I forget that I have it. And it can give you dry mouth as well, and it can, I think, relax the connection between your stomach and your throat, which is something is not working there for me anyways. So I did everything I could. There's a supplement I take for reflux every night before bed, because normal antacid medication doesn't work for me. It makes me feel worse, which I have like theories about why that is, but we don't need to get into all that. So there's a supplement that really helps me. Normally at night it helps me a lot because I wake up now without a sore throat. I wake up without, like, there's stuff that happens in your nose when you have silent reflux. I'm so sorry, gross, but I did that. I woke up at 6 a.m. and I took a dry mouth lozenge and I drank some Alka-Seltzer and I went back to sleep, and it still was not enough. I was really struggling all morning. I couldn't talk. I had a therapy appointment, but I was really struggling to talk and just trying to not gag for like hours on end. I have emetophobia, so just on top of everything. And now I'm like, what am I going to do for this upcoming trip? Because I refuse to be car sick, especially being driven by someone who I have a lot of trauma from having panic attacks in the vehicle and that being handled extremely poorly. So I'm like, but I really want to go because I really want to visit my sister. Like I will do almost anything, where the trip is for me and a family member to drop the car off in another state where my sister is. But it would involve 2 days of like 12 to 16 hours of driving each day. Like, just let me drive. But I couldn't find, my psychiatrist who recommended the patches didn't tell me this. They didn't tell me this at the urgent care where I got prescribed the patches. Nobody told me that you're not supposed to take it with when you have reflux. And I couldn't find anyone online saying that they had the reaction that I have to those patches. I mean, the first time I took it, I had every side effect. I had blurry vision with any close-up objects all day. And apparently there's a side effect where it's like a mild hallucinogen, or like you can hallucinate some things, which the entire time I was in the airport, I kept seeing people that I thought I went to school with, and then they would get closer and I'd be like, oh no, that's not who I thought. It just happened over and over again. So I was like, probably, oh my god, it was awful. It was the worst. So it wasn't as bad this time, but the swallowing issues are really bad. I actually am going to get a barium swallowing study because there's a lot. So I need to see like 6 specialists. It's so ridiculous. But yes, yeah. I just want to say, like, I know I'm being very animated and positive, but that's what I do when I'm not feeling well. I don't feel like I have a choice, because maybe one of the hardest things in the world for me is showing any negative emotion. I like the idea of it puts me in fight or flight immediately, and I'm like, it makes me want to apologize that I was born. Like, I just can't. I'm like, I can't do that to anyone else. So I don't really know how, unless I'm like in a full-blown crisis, I don't know how to really express that I'm not doing well, especially when I don't know exactly what's going on. That's very scary to talk about something I haven't like processed yet and I don't have like a conclusion for. But that's what the point of this is for people who feel the same way. So yes, I'm gonna try and figure out the thing that I need to be home for, and definitely try and go out today. I'm off work, even though it's a weekday, because I'm working this Saturday, which is great. Oh god, I have so much to do. But it's sunny out, so I do want to try and go outside. But yeah. Okay. Hopefully in the next clip, I'll be doing something fun outside. Okay, bye. Alright, I made it out of the house. I hate this angle. Alright. It's still terrible. Oh my gosh. I have nowhere to put my phone in my car, so you're just on my backpack right now. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Okay, what about this? How do we feel about that? You're on my, like, my passenger seat. So I guess, yeah, it's kind of like we're just having like a car picnic, I guess. Yeah. I finished the stuff at home and I made it outside. I feel like sometimes when I'm feeling this way, going out helps. But sometimes, like today is one of the times where it doesn't feel good to be active. It doesn't feel good to like transition, and yeah, the transition of getting out of the house kind of just leaves me feeling a little bit worse. And like I'm not really enjoying this, but it's the type of thing where like when I go back home, it'll be so much better than it would have been if I'd stayed home all day. Like I feel like the difference between like being out versus like I get to go back home and I'm like, oh, it's nice at home. I missed home, even though I've only been gone for like an hour or two. I don't know. It just feels a lot better than staying home all day, and it like cuts the day up into like segments, which I really like. But yeah, I just don't even know. I feel like I'm just made of fragments floating in a pile of sludge. I did get boba, so there's that positive. I'm trying to make it sound good. It was sounding a little weird there for a second. I have a meal. I don't know. I think it's dinner time for some people, but I think this is going to be a late lunch, and I'm going to have a second dinner later. My eating schedule is so weird because I haven't eaten much today. So, yes, I am. Why do I literally have no appetite? I opened this up and I was like, I only want like sweet things today. I will like cut out the eating noises for this one, even though like we're just chilling together, because I know that bothers a lot of people. But if you guys would prefer like more of like oh, we're just gonna sit and chill and eat together, I don't need to cut them out. I did do a little like, I don't know, thing I'm proud of, like a little, I don't know, thing that have trouble doing and have been trying to do more, which is in what I was ordering, and I kind of went blank for a moment. Like I didn't try to hide it. I just was like visibly buffering, which, man, I have always been so terrified of that ever happening, but it's just so not worth it. It takes so much energy and thought and focus to like fill every gap with things that look normal and intentional. And I don't think it's worth it in the long term, and certainly right now I don't have that in me. I'm feeling very indifferent towards the food I'm eating right now. It did cost money though, so I got it from the hot bar at my favorite grocery store. I think it's so stupid that you can't buy hot prepared food on EBT, like on food stamps. Where is my I thought I lost my straw. I think that's so weird, because a lot of people that use EBT don't have a home, so like they don't have access to a kitchen. There's so many people on SNAP that don't have access to a kitchen, so it's like, are they just not allowed to eat hot food? Like that seems like the only way to realistically have a decent meal in a lot of cases is like to get a hot meal from the store, and then you don't need it. You don't need dishes, you don't need anything other than like plastic utensils, which they have there, and then you get to eat something hot. I mean, that's like, I feel like, I don't know, maybe this is like weird, but I feel like a hot meal is like one of the basic things that everyone should have. Eating cold food all the time, I don't know, it doesn't feel the same. And like, what a way to strip people of their dignity is to not even let them eat hot food if they don't have access to like a kitchen or whatever. I just think that's so weird. And like, you can't even, because one of the best things people will do for meat is they'll buy like a rotisserie chicken and just shred that up and use it for a bunch of stuff, because you don't have to prepare the chicken, so it helps with disabilities. it'll often like stretch for a long way, but you can't buy those a lot of time with the Snap card because they're hot and prepared. So I just think that's so dumb. I really do. Feeling a bit better from the physical crap that was happening this morning with my throat and everything. It's getting better. It's getting easier to swallow. I think the dry mouth must have just been really, really bad. And I feel like that's getting better. I am feeling a lot better. Yeah. Sorry, my interoception is kind of not good. But now I'm just kind of wondering, like, yeah, what am I going to do for this trip I have coming up? I am actually kind of freaking out about it. And then there's other stuff that I'm freaking out about where it's like, and I will move on from this in a second, so it's not just me talking about all my problems. But next weekend, somehow I ended up scheduling a pretty intense dentist appointment on Friday, which I have a really bad phobia of the dentist. It's going to be like involve stitches and numbing and all that. And then I'm supposed to go to work right after that. I don't know what I was thinking. On the next day, Saturday, I'm supposed to work. And then after work, which is going to be longer than my normal shift, I am supposed to then go to a birthday party to hang out with my friends. I don't feel like I could do even one of those things today. So don't know what's going to change between now and then that would like give me the energy to do that. I mean, my schedule is messed up this weekend. I'm also working Saturday this weekend too. So I literally can't. I want to melt into a puddle and disintegrate and become a cloud in the atmosphere and stay up there for a couple weeks and then come back down, rain back down and reform. So I don't have to be a human for the next few weeks. I hate it here. I hope you guys are doing okay. It doesn't really seem like most people are doing very well right now. I mean, there's so much going on. Yeah, it's like the world is just so big and confusing. I wish, like, I don't necessarily wish that the world was smaller, but I kind of wish that what I experience of the world was smaller. Kind of like when you're a kid and the world seems like this small place. And then the older you get, the more you're like, it's huge. There's so much going on that I'll never understand. Even the things that like affect me. And sometimes when I have a day where I just kind of accept that it's a bad day where I feel bad, I feel better the next day. It's so hard to explain these things, especially when like I don't fully know everything, and a lot of the times I have an idea of what's going on, but I'm not able to translate it into words yet. It's kind of like thoughts instead of words. So I do you guys have like thoughts that are like sometimes your thoughts are in words, and then some thoughts aren't in words, they're just in thought, and like you know what it means, but there's no sound. Oh, my mic. There's no sound that you could make that would like be that. I don't know if that makes sense, but sorry, this is so rambly. I am running out of storage, so I'm probably just gonna finish eating and then go home. If you haven't eaten yet today, please eat. It's very good for you. It's very important. You will feel much better. Even if you like didn't notice that you're feeling bad, you will feel better after eating. But yes. Anyway, thanks for sitting here with me. I do feel a lot better having you guys here. So yeah. I will talk to you later. Bye. Hello. Okay, so I am at the dining room table where I live, and well, I mean that part's obvious. I don't know how to start this. I was feeling better yesterday. It's been a few days since the last clip. I was feeling better yesterday. I spent like a lot of time outside because the weather was nice and I was having like a good day. And then today I feel like crap again. But I saw a video of someone doing a jigsaw puzzle, and I was like, oh my god, why have I not? It's been like so long since the last time I did a puzzle, because I really love them. I'm obsessed with them. I have so many puzzles. It's like one of my favorite things to do, and I was like, it's been so long since I did one. And I was like, I can do one now. Like, I never really had space in my room or anything like that, but I'm the only one at home right now for like a day or two, and the main person who used this table has moved out, so no one's really using it. I'm not sure if they're eventually going to take the table, but right now the table's here, and I have puzzles. I actually could only find 2. The rest of mine are in a box, but I have this puzzle, and I love doing puzzles so much, and I think that it will help me feel better, because spending a bunch of time on my phone is not helping me feel better at all. It just makes me more overstimulated. So let's do this puzzle. I have this, I'm gonna tap on it. Actually, you probably can't hear it when it's over there because the microphone's here, but it's limoncello LaCroix. It's kind of the only one I like, but I really like it. And you want like a drink, but I tell you, it's so good. I've had way too much sugar. I don't want more sugar. This puzzle is called Life's a Beach. And it's a beach. I have so many puzzles, but it was only this one or one other one that is easily accessible. So we're gonna go with this. Oh my gosh, the noise. I have a really specific way. I love that sound. I have a really specific way that I do puzzles, where like I feel like I spend like equal time sorting and putting them together. I just spend a lot of time sorting, but I mean, I love sorting, so I'm happy with it. I'm gonna take out all of the edge pieces first and build the edge first, which I feel like that's how most people do it. I'm very hungry right now, but I have the oven preheating for my chicken nuggets. So I went to one of my favorite grocery stores that has hot food available, and they have this chili that's like really good. I've never been a fan of chili. I've never really liked anything with tomatoes or beans, but their chili is really good. It has kidney beans, which like apparently are the healthiest beans, or like they're the best for you out of all the beans. And like I feel like I need to eat more beans because I need like more fiber, and they got protein, and yeah, and they're cheap. But like, I don't know if you guys see that there's like this food guy on YouTube called Liam, and I like his videos a lot, but he's really into beans, and it makes me want to eat more beans. And instead of ground beef in the chili, it's turkey, which I feel like it just makes it a lot easier on my stomach because it's less heavy. And now I'm thinking, like, if I knew how to make chili, oh, that's so loud. That's the oven. It's preheated. I'm like, if I knew how to make chili, I feel like that would be awesome. If, you know, like I would always have something to eat that's like hot and has like protein and fiber in it. And I don't think it would be that, like, I think it would be economical, especially if I made like a really big batch of it. Although of course, making a big batch of something requires that you have to have the money to buy a lot of things at once, which is like, yeah, it's just one of those, it's expensive to be poor things. I am actually gonna, I love sorting so much. I am gonna put my nuggets in the oven now, actually. So I'll be right back. Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh, I got some of the, I think I have most of the edge pieces here, but now I'm just gonna put them together to see how many I'm missing, because I want to know how many I'm missing, so I'm not just scrabbling around in there blindly and not knowing what I'm looking for. I'm so hungry. I'm very excited to eat. I'm feeling so much better already. Here's another weird thing, like a masking thing. I'm very afraid maybe to show genuine excitement, but it's like, it's less of like a embarrassed feeling and more of like a like do not do that to people feeling. Like that's so rude and wrong, and like you're such a horrible person if you like impose that on other people. And like, I don't know why, I feel like it's like would seriously like hurt people or make them like super uncomfortable. And like that's very, I don't know, I mean obviously like it makes sense that I would think that because of like the way that the world is and like the way we're taught and everything, especially like being raised as a woman. It's like there's so much that we're taught about like shrinking ourselves and fitting into a certain way, and we're just like conditioned a lot. But that's so, it's sad because like I don't feel that way about anyone else. I actually love when people are excited, like no matter how they express it. Like it makes me happy to see people that I like be excited. Like I wouldn't ever judge my friend for like acting the way that I act, like, or it's one of the different ways that I act when I'm excited about something. Like, but for some reason for me, I feel like it's just like wrong. I don't know. Do any of you guys like feel that way also? Because I think there's probably like, I think it's probably not like uncommon maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna have like cuts obviously, so you're not just watching me slowly put together a puzzle the entire time. So I'll make sure you get to like see some progress of the puzzle, because I love that. I love seeing progress of a puzzle and watching it get put together. I have a thing with puzzles where it really, like, I'm really particular about if anyone else were to do the puzzle. Like if I go into a puzzle knowing that it's gonna be a team thing, it's not so bad, except for sometimes I get jealous because I'm like, no, I wanted to do that section. But usually it's fine, like especially if it's like I'm with a friend, like I'm like, I want to do that with them. But if I have set up a puzzle with the intention of it being my puzzle, I get so anxious and upset if somebody has like done some of the pieces, because when it's my puzzle that I'm doing, like I have everything thought out. I have a specific plan for which sections I'm going to do in a particular order, and I'll plan them out in a specific order for a specific reason. And then if somebody comes in and is like, does my 5th section and I'm only on the 2nd section, and then now it's all messed up, and I don't know, it's like I can't deal with it. I feel that way about like a lot of things, or especially like, I don't know, like projects. This would happen to me a lot at work, where if I know that a project is going to be like a team project, I don't have an issue usually with like people, like with working with people. But if I have gone into something with the idea that it is mine, it is my project, I can't tolerate anybody joining. It's extremely stressful for me. I feel like I should talk about something that's like not stressful. I was just at my dad's house and I saw the dog, and I was playing with the dog for a bit, and like I gave him lots of hugs. He's so sweet. I was looking at him today and I was like, dude, he's so big. Like I know how big he is, but sometimes I forget. And then like I see him, like it's like I'll look at him and all of a sudden I'm like, wait, you're huge. I was like looking at my foot in proportion to him. He's just so long. It like he was laying down with his back to me, so I saw like the entire length, and his head was pointed up, so he had his neck extended. He has a freakishly long neck. It's disproportionately long. Okay, my like storage ran out, so I had to, it cut me off. But we have a new round of storage. That's not like how I always have storage issues on my phone. So the way I film, everything is just, I film until I run out of storage. Then I upload those clips to like the cloud and then delete them off my device and film again. So it's been that way for like, so even when my old channel, yeah, in a lot of my videos, my old channel, there will be parts where I'm like, I ran out of storage. Like, here we go again. Oh, I like having one ear out of my headphones a lot. Not a lot sometimes, but if it's not placed right, it really hurts my ear. Oh man, I had things to say. Oh yes, one of them is, well, my nuggets already, but also the reason I'm wearing this is because I have a lot of hair oil on my hair and I need it to not be touching me because I think that's maybe one of the things that was bothering me today. The hair oil has a really strong smell and I usually really like it, but if I'm not in the mood for it, I think that's been bothering me today because it is really strong and it's old too, so I don't know if it's like that's making it smell worse to me, but it's very like smothering right today. That's just like how it is feeling today. So that's why I have this on my head. The other thing I was gonna say is, oh yeah, there are two things that are making me feel better right now. I guess one thing is smells that are happening. Okay, what I mean by that is it smells really good in the house that I live in. The smell of it just, I don't know, it's very like, you know how every house like has a smell? The smell of this house is like nostalgic to me. And also it's getting to be like kind of like evening night, and it was warm today. It was like 75 degrees and like it was like a summerish day. So I have my window open in my bedroom, and like the smell of the evening / night air when it's been like a warm like summerish day. It's like that summer night air. Oh my god, that's one of my favorite smells ever. So it lightened my mood a lot to smell that. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish the border because I'll be eating as well, and you don't need to hear me crunching my nuggets. And then I'll come back when I finish the border. Okay, I think I'm missing some of the edge pieces so far. I could dump the whole thing out and sort them, but I don't feel like doing that yet. So I started doing the part where the water and the sand meet because I feel like that's a good small section to do. I love the texture of water, especially because like in the picture it's like zoomed out. So it's like this. I love it. And like when it reflects on stuff, beautiful. I think the next video I'm gonna make is gonna be about burnout for sure. For sure. Because that's kind of like very relevant to my life, and I feel like I have a bunch of things to say about it. There is my psychiatrist sent me this burnout workbook that includes like it has information about it, but it also has like a burnout quiz. So I was thinking that we could like do that if that would be helpful, and then yeah, just talk about burnout, because I feel like it's one of the things that I wish people knew more about the most. And it's very, I think it's really serious. I don't know why I'm laughing. I really do think it's very serious. But yeah. My roommates came home. So if I'm a little weird now, that's why, because they're here now. They're like downstairs, but still. If you hear people, that's what it is.
Oh my God. You guys cannot see anything. I'm so sorry. I like had this whole idea to like, because okay, I forgot to film an outro for this video. So I thought it would be cute if I did the little outro on my like fun nighttime drive to my favorite grocery store. Oh my God, you can fully see the stuffed fish too. Okay, hang on, let me just get to the stop sign and like fix it. Oh, hi! Okay. Okay, I think that's as little fish as I can have. Anyways, yeah, so my roommates got home a little bit earlier than I thought they would, and let's see, they've been home for a few days now. Today is Thursday, and I think I filmed the last clip on Sunday. I have finished the puzzle. Here is a clip of the beautiful completed puzzle. I just finished that today. Yeah, it's much later now. It's much later in the week. And yeah, I've had like I don't know. I'll get into it in the next video, but that's it for this video. Yeah, it's something been throwing me off to have people home, but like they're very much nice people, so that makes it better. But thank you very much for being here, for watching this video. I really appreciate you being here, and yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it, or like it was relaxing or helpful, or anything like that. I want to say that when you have the energy to do like a hobby or something that you just enjoy, like even like maybe it's not like productive, or maybe it's not like what you were hoping to get done, I just want to say that it is very much worth it, especially if you are like overwhelmed or not feeling well. It's like very valid and worth it to put some of that energy into yourself and like prioritizing doing a hobby or something you like. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful, I hope that the rest of your day or night is the best that it can be. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.